Gaffer, another emphatic scoreline, 6-2 this afternoon against Barnsley, 6 different goal scorers as well. Most crucially though, a big 3 points this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a big 3 points. Obviously to score 6 goals at home and win 6-2 was a wonderful day for us. You know, I thought we were good throughout. Obviously, we had to be patient when it went down to 10 men, but to score 6 goals in front of our home fans was brilliant.
Red card so early on in the game is a big talking point. What did that do to the complexion of the remainder?
Yeah, I think obviously it was a red card. He was through on goal and he's brought him down, so good action from Ryan and Keshi to combine for that. And then 10 men, I think it was a case of, it's a mental game then, because you can think it's going to be easy. That you've got 11, they've got 10, why aren't we scoring every time we get the ball? It doesn't work like that. It's a low block, they're probably buoyed by having galvanised really by going a man down, and they can frustrate you. And then to get a sort of a sucker punch after we score with a long throw, that frustration can build. So it was really important for me at half time, despite wanting to be ahead like everyone else, that I calmed the players down and made them see the game quite clearly, what we needed to do, the positions we needed to get into, how to attack them, and attack them relentlessly. And if we did that, we would score the goals to win the match, and we did it.
Yeah. Because again, you had chances before the breakthrough. I think back to Ethan Laird at that near post, Keshi Anderson at the far post, Jay Stansfield latches onto a loose pass. You mentioned it there, that key word of calmness and composure, just to steady yourself, knowing that you've got a lot of the game still to play.
Well, it is like that. I say you can think it's going to be easy, as so many teams struggle against 10 men because of that reason. And sometimes you have to play the long game, knowing that their legs, every time you pass the ball and they run, then that's more fatigue, and eventually the gaps will open up. So, but I just thought second half we played like they had 11 again, with the runs we were making, the balls we were making, and that gave us more of a familiar feel to our game. And obviously we pushed on from there.
Was that the main adjustment then at the break? Because Barnsley were a little bit adventurous for a team that had 10 men. It wasn't always a low block and tried to hit us on the transition when they could.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they've got the most away wins along with us in the league this season, I think 10, and Keeler Dunn and Humphreys showed moments today. They've got a bit of quality at the top end of the pitch. That's how they've sort of won games, and they did have little moments, so we had to be alert. But if you look at the course of the game, big chances created would have been miles ahead, obviously. So yeah, we did really well.
2 goals in 8 minutes to start the second half. Ben Davies again pops up here on home soil for his second goal in as many home appearances, and then of course you look at Alfie May, 50 appearances for the football club, gets on the end of a delightful Alex Cochrane cross. Yeah,
brilliant. I mean, the corner, Kieran hits a good area, we get a header back across, and then Ben scores his second goal. Great for his confidence going up at set pieces. One thing I want us to be better at is set pieces, and we have actually been looking dangerous in the last few games, so that's really positive. And then like you say, with Alfie, it was a goal in sort of structure that reminded me of the Wrexham at home game where Alex has crossed for Jay, that deeper outswinging cross, but he's picked him out, but Alfie's had to watch it come a long way, glanced it into the corner, directed it. So very, very good goal. He's a goal scorer, and 50 games for him is a great milestone.
At 3-1, you think it's plain sailing against 10 men, but then Humphreys gets one back and makes the scoreline a little closer. The impact from the benches is of course important, and Luke Harris, all that energy that we've spoken about earlier in the season to take up the reins and slot home.
Yeah, I mean, Luke, to be fair to Luke, hasn't probably played as much as he would like, but his contribution when he's come on as a sub has been excellent in the last 3 or 4 games, goals and assists. I thought he took that goal really well because he took it on the run, he anticipated, broke from that number 10 position, and then took his goal really well under the goalkeeper. So excellent goal, and I would say to the subs, you're coming on to make us better, not maintain what we're doing, make us better, and they did that.
You've spoken about Kieran Dow's quality from dead ball situations, but his goal is arguably the pick of the bunch in terms of individual quality, to chop away from 2 recovering defenders and find that bottom corner. Shows all that technical ability he's got. Yeah,
I mean, he's been outstanding since he's come. To dribble the ball like he did, shift it onto his left and find the corner was brilliant. He's a creative force, he's got the craft and the awareness and the intelligence, but there's a moment at the end where the game's 6-2, it's done, and the ball's sort of drifting out for a goal kick. Mark's played a ball sort of in behind, and Kieran's chased it 50 yards. It's a lost cause, and he's chased it all the way from the right to the left, and he's scrapping around on the floor, and he's ended up getting the ball to Luke. He works hard, and that's why I really have been so impressed with him, because he has quality, but he gives everything when he plays, and that's why he's been an important player for us.
It felt like festival party mode here late on as well. The crowd were up, the sun was beaming down, and then we've seen some huge goal reactions this season, none bigger than Luka Shukovic when he scores at the Tilton. I know you've only worked with him this season, but did you recognise early on what he means to the football club, but also what the football club means to Lukas Jukovic?
Yeah, I mean, you're all aware when you're not at the club, you hear the name and you think Birmingham City because of what he's done for the club. And then when I came, he was an important player to help me, as a manager, because you're only as good as your senior players. If you haven't got good senior players, you're in trouble as a manager, and he is an example of that. Really, really top professional, works hard every day, leads the players. You're going through ups and downs in a season, but he's a cool head. He's a great example. So for me, he's been an important figure, and really happy for him to score. I know when he's in the box, he's a handful. He can score. We know that. Kieran does well to slip him in, and then obviously gets his goal. So you can see from the fans, huge respect for him. The players, I think Ryan ran about 70 yards to be with him. So everyone was so happy for him.
The implications now, of course, crystal clear. Go to Peterborough on Tuesday night, win the game, and promotion is confirmed. It sets up a very abnormal week in that the same opposition on two huge occasions. Yeah,
exactly. It's very, very exciting for us. There is that sort of carrot and reality there that we could make happen, but at the same time, it's the next game's the most important. We go to Peterborough. Could be anyone. It just so happens we're playing them at Wembley in a few days, but we have to be ready for that game. If we can go and get a win there, then it would obviously get us promoted, which would be exceptional. But like all the games, it's not going to be easy.
Very finally, just a bit of housekeeping. How's Willem Willemsen?
Willem was just unwell. He's felt unwell before the game, and gave it a go, but then didn't feel right within the game, so we got him off. And I think it's a viral thing, so hopefully not too long.
Congratulations, Gaffer.
Cheers. Thank you.